So hope you guys enjoyed our recent tent adventure in the on the South Devon coast. Noah had a great time. Yeah, so we plan to take him next weekend, and then we came back after the camp weekend, and he gets a little bit of asthma. Anyway, lucky enough, we managed to get hold of his important inhaler that he needed, and so he's feeling a lot better. So the camping trip for next weekend is still on, which is a really good thing because we enjoyed it. We just wanted to sort of say a couple of things about it. If anybody's thinking about like getting out there with a tent, especially with this weather like it is at the moment, take the weather, grab the weather while it's happening, get yourself a little tent. As you know, I was just going to sort of do an update on it and say that, as you know, if you watch that video, we forgot our Thermarest mattresses, which was a one of them things that you definitely need on the camping trip. The ground gets a little bit hard, and me and Caroline were just sort of like, oh, my back, you know. So you think you're sort of lying on fairly flat, but it's a little bit, but you need a little one of these things. So we've done camping, so I thought I'd just do a little blog. I've got so many blogs to catch up on, it's unbelievable, but I just thought, well, it's sort of fresh in my mind. We've done a lot of camping, and we eventually evolved into the motorhome, and I was just going to sort of say tonight, like, you know, people want to know how it compares with the motor, and obviously, yeah, motorhome. Like, hey, one thing I did enjoy was obviously you don't take as much, and obviously you're on a smaller vehicle, which is a real blessing, because some of these campsites are in incredible places and they're down narrow lanes. But when you get there, oh my God, you know, the campsite that we arrived at, that Didwell Farm. And the other thing I was going to say, the real positive thing with the campsites now, down in that South Hams area, and there's a lot of campsites. I had to ring around trying to get campsites, and I was struggling a little bit. And we scooped with like Didwell. It was fantastic. We couldn't have wished for better. And the other thing I was going to say is the fact that they have refrigerators, they have facilities to make a coffee. You saw it in the video, you know what I mean? So you don't actually need to take a huge amount of stuff. You know, these guys are really gearing up for the minimal camping kind of style, you know, which is a really good thing. So that aspect I did really enjoy, and the fact that when you put your little tent up, you've still got your vehicle to run off somewhere and do a little bit of adventuring around the area, which is a really good thing. Obviously with the camper van, once you sort of get in a static position, you don't really want to move it too far, you know. So that's good. So obviously a positive for the camper van, the motorhome, is you've got your toilet, you've got your shower, you've got that capability of taking all your little food bits and pieces that you like. But to be honest, the other thing that we took our Totalcool fridge box down, and that was an absolute blessing. We took our little Totalcool power station, which is just over there. It's just on charge, actually. I was just looking at it. I love it. But that's another really good thing. The fridge, so if you're taking food and something like that, if we were probably doing a longer trip, take your solar panel and get it recharging when you can, again, when the weather's like this. So but yeah, just sort of like the pros and cons. Yeah, we did enjoy it, and we're going again. So Noah's loving it, and I think from his perspective, when you're young, we did it when we were young. You know, we did it when we were young. We got out there and sat out, watched the stars, and I think, you know, it's a great time. They absolutely love it. He really enjoyed it. He was getting a bit like, oh, I'm definitely up for camping next week. So we've got another camping adventure coming up this weekend. So we're really excited about, and this time it's going to be in Dorset. So if you're interested to see where we end up, tag along the weekend, and we should have a video probably like Sunday night. A couple of little things I was going to say while we're on the subject of doing the videos, the YouTube. We've just reached 250,000 views on our channel, and we're really thankful for you guys for watching us. And yeah, what can you say? It's just gone like crazy, from strength to strength. We never ever thought, when I first came out and did my little chats in the motorhome early days, in that lockdown period and stuff like that, we didn't ever think. But we're enthusiastic. We've always got new content. We've always got something going on. And look at what we're doing now. Camping in a bloody tent. But hey, well, yeah, so the other thing I was going to say is we've got some really good Rab sleeping bags. I remember years ago, we were on a motorcycle trip, and it was August, and we were actually in Cornwall, and it was August bank holiday, and we had some pretty minuscule sleeping bags, and we got cold. Okay, that weekend when we came back, I said, right, if I'm doing this job, I need to get some. So we've ended up with some 3-season Rab sleeping bags, and that's how they wrap up. That small. So really versatile. They're duck feather. So they keep you toasty warm. The other thing I was going to say is Caroline's actually put them in the wash now, but we've got some sleeping bag cotton liners that are really good for putting, so you get in that first and then get in your sleeping bag. It keeps your interior of your sleeping bag super clean as well, and yeah, they're washable. You can keep, yeah. So these thermarests, so gradually as we were evolving into the camping, we had tents, we've had all sorts of different tents, all sorts of different sleeping bags, but anyway. And then when we were doing our motorcycle tripping, we initially started off with these thermarests there, and then we gradually evolved into the slightly bigger ones. So they're just different thicknesses. I think this one here is quite a thin one, and then we ended up with these ones here. They're probably 2.5 inch thick thermarests with that kind of extra insulation between the floor and your sleeping bag. So this is what we're not going to forget this weekend, and we'll be checking these out and getting back into them. But yeah, and we take our little, you've probably seen it if you watch the video, you saw us with our little jet boil. We do a little bit of cooking and boiling up the kettle, stuff like that. It's just great fun. It's great fun. You know, if you end up watching this video and fancy going to do a bit of get down to go outdoors, get yourself a little tent, like I say, especially when the weather's good, and chuck it in the boot of your car, get off, and you can have an amazing time. We've had a little bit of a reignition on the camping. Caroline actually said if Noah ends up going back early, are we still going to take the tent to Dorset? Oh, Fatty. Oh. But what are we doing? But yeah. So, but yeah. It just, and I'm sort of like super excited about seeing some of these little camping minimalistic places where you can get with tents. I think it's brilliant fun. So I'm going to end this video there. I think I've just sort of like hey, where's your best place for where you have been camping in a tent? Have you been camping in a tent? I remember having a book, Cool Camping Places, Cool Camping France, Cool Camping Europe. We camped in some amazing, right, quick one out of the bag. June de Pila. Anybody been down to the June de Pila near Arcachon, Bordeaux area? We were down there on our motorcycles, and we had a tent pitched up looking out over the basin to Arcachon. The sun was going down in a tent, drinking some cold beer. There's no feeling like it. There is like I say, we've had some incredible memories of camping in some awesome places, and now you just evolve. Gradually you evolve, and we're so passionate about a motorhome and camping life, traveling, and but that's where you just evolve into it. So if you're watching this video and you're in a hey, I remember we were down at the basin to Arcachon, and we saw a lot of motorhomes down there. There was a guy down there with a cat on a lead walking it around, and we were like, that's strange. But you get to meet all sorts. But anyway, and at that time we were kind of saying, me and Carolyn sort of said, I wonder whether we'll ever end up in a motorhome. Look what happens. Okay, thanks for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Drop us some comments. Chuck something out there, chuck something in, give us your view on camping, tents, if you do that sort of thing, and let's keep going. Take it easy, we'll catch you soon, bye.